If you don't live under a rock, you're aware that College Football 25 has finally dropped for the first time in 11 years. In today's video, we're looking at everything I did in day one of gameplay, including an in-depth look and the first episode of a Dynasty series. Everybody love everybody. That's the only rule here. Let's do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Oh, we got a big return here. We may go to the house. Oh, we did. You got a round touchdown. Let's go. Nice throw, Pennington. Here's the deal. It's time for Dynasty mode. Now, if you haven't got the game yet and you're going to be getting it in the next couple of days because you didn't get the pre-order, here's one thing that I would highly recommend for starting Dynasty, especially if you're going to do one of the lower tiered schools like the 2 stars or under, like I'm about to start. Start it on All-American instead of Heisman. Now, I know a whole bunch of people want to play on Heisman. It's the hardest difficulty. I will tell you from firsthand experience, this is a very difficult game to get used to. I played 2 games with Oregon in Play Now, one of the best teams in the game. I played against Boise State and against Oregon State. One of them I lost 7-0. One of them I won by a last-second field goal. This is not an easy game to play. So, I'm going to start Dynasty mode on All-American at least for a season or 2 until I'm used to it and kind of start to pick up the tips and tricks to it. And then I'll jump it up to Heisman when I'm ready to go. I used to play NCAA 14 on Heisman, and eventually I got so good at the game that I was winning by 40 every game. I had to start pushing the sliders up to make it even more difficult. This is a very hard game. Now, by all means, if you're a demon at the game and you're already that good, by all means, jump in, play Heisman mode, have a great time with it. But if you want to start scoring touchdowns early and at least be competing in the games early, I'd highly recommend All-American and take no shame in it. All right, without further ado, my favorite mode, a lot of your favorite mode, Dynasty. And I am going to start on All-American 7-minute quarters, and we are going to take a lower tier school, 2 stars or below, but this is not going to be like a Dynasty where I build the team all the way up to 5 national championships. I'm taking this Dynasty like a coach would move up the ranks to get different job offers and stuff. So I won't necessarily end with the school that I'm on. I'll probably coach for multiple schools. Let's see how far we can get in this first year of college football's return. Smash that subscribe button and go on the adventure with me. Everybody love everybody. Let's do it. So who am I going to pick out of the gate? I've had a lot of teams at the top of my list, and I've been going back and forth in the last couple weeks. The Buffalo Bulls, love that logo. There are several of them that I've been thinking of. I'm throwing out East Carolina because I think a lot of YouTubers are going to be doing that one. And I'm also throwing out Kennesaw State and Sam Houston because I think a lot of teams, or a lot of YouTubers, I should say, are going to be doing those ones as well. And I want to do something a little different. Who's it going to be? Love the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Absolutely love the Memphis Helmets. But there's been one team that's been calling out my name in the back of my head for weeks. And that team is the Marshall Thundering Herd. And we are going to be a tough Thundering Herd. So, for the first time in this Dynasty, excuse me, bless me, thank me, we are Marshall. Motivator, recruiter, tactician. Recruiter is obviously going to give you such a huge boost in recruiting, which is the lifeblood of this game. But I got to stay true to myself. When I speak, people get inspired. When I speak, 2 stars play like 5 stars. When I speak, we go out as one tough, thundery. Excuse me, bless me, thank me. Gotta love the pollen count. We're going to be a motivator. So this is Cam Decent. And he's a little hefty for 185 pounds. EA, next year, let's do better on customization of the head coach at the very beginning, especially the body type. That's my first let's do better. I am going to be using Oregon's spread offense and a multiple defense pipeline for South Georgia, going straight to the teeth, going right at Kirby. Let's do it. We're going to be a little aggressive on offense. We're going to run that aggressive no-huddle style. So we have to win 7 games. 2023, Marshall went 6-7. 2022, 9-4. But as you can see, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. All right, without further ado, I'm ready to sign the contract. Let's get to it, Marshall. We are Marshall. All right, obviously lots to do right out of the gate, especially when it comes to recruiting. But real quick, I'm going to upgrade one of my coach skills. I went with the motivator tree, and I'm jumping right into building the trenches. There's lots of different options. But if you're going to play good football, you got to build to the trenches early. So we're going with the offensive line upgrade. Offensive coordinator, D-, tough. He's got a little bit on scheme guru, and he's got a little bit on recruiting side. And our defensive coordinator, C-. To win 7 games this year, it's gonna take a grind. Defensive coordinator is a master motivator and a tactician. Okay, guys, when it comes to setting up the recruiting board, please keep in mind, see up in the top right of the screen, 575 hours before the season starts. There are going to be so many players to look at. I highly recommend sorting it to the teams that are interested in you. So I just sorted it, and now you can see in the middle column here my interest. You can see where you're at on all the players' lists. I highly recommend going after players that are already interested in you, because you'll have to use fewer resources on them. And keep in mind, you can totally go after the 5 stars. You can go after the 4 stars as a small school. If you do that, you're going to have to use a lot of resources on them, and you're probably not going to get as many players. And you can also go after your pipeline influence level, which is a big piece to recruiting as well. So let's start putting together this board. As you can see, my team needs, there's a lot of them. Starting at quarterback, running back, left tackle, right guard, right tackle. But also on the defensive side, I pretty much need the whole defense. So this is going to have to be a pretty spaced out board. We'll try to get one of the 5 stars just to have some fun. But to build from the ground up, you've got to start at the ground. So let's look at the quarterbacks early. We're looking at the ones that are interested in us. A lot of 2 stars. And keep in mind, some of these guys are listed as athletes. They're not even listed as quarterbacks. Couple 3 stars we got interest from. Dom Tobin, a field general. And Tony Rochelle, a scrambler. The type of offense that we run, a scrambler, will probably help us a lot, because he'll be able to run that option a little bit better. So let's take a look at this guy and add him to our board. Now, once you've added somebody to the board, you can go over and start using hours on them, and you can also see what schools you're competing against. And this is going to be a big piece to the recruiting, because if you're going up against the Georgias and the Alabamas, it's going to be a lot harder to get those guys. If you're going up against the UCFs, the Dukes, maybe a little bit easier on you. So I'm going to spend some recruiting hours on this guy. First, I'm going to offer him a scholarship. And then I'm going to go ahead and recruit him. And you can totally remove people from your board too. So this guy's got 77 speed coming in as a freshman. We can build him up. He's got throw power of 89. That's a pretty good start for a 3-star. Accuracy floating around in the mid-70s. Like I said, we can build that guy up. Let's go back and look at some more. Make sure to use up all of your hours, guys. As you can see here, Jalen Misi, he is a 5-star. I went ahead and added him to the recruiting board. We're going to go over and look at him. And now you can see we're in a recruiting battle with Penn State, Ohio State, Pittsburgh, West Virginia, Notre Dame, Maryland, Michigan, Michigan State, Syracuse. Much tougher schools to go after. But he's listed as an athlete and not necessarily a quarterback. So let's offer him a scholarship. Scout him. And this guy's got 92 speed. His throw power is 91. His accuracy coming in as a freshman is going to be up into the 80s, the low 80s nonetheless. But he's got the abilities of Magician, Option King, which would help us a lot. Winning time, clear-headed. So we'll try. We'll try. But these guys cost more resources and all that jazz. So I'm going to dive back down here into the 4 stars and see if maybe there's somebody. Who's this guy? An improviser? Wouldn't be bad in our offense. This guy's right here in our pipeline from Macon, Georgia. 6 foot, 222 pounds, smaller guy. Maybe a little bit speedy. Let's add him to the board. Do some recruiting on him. .92 throw power, 83 speed. Be a little slower. Probably going to throw the ball a little bit better. 85 short accuracy. Alex Davis. This guy's interesting. We're 10th on his list. We're going to be going up against the Ohio States of the world. But he is interested in us out of the gate. So I'm going to add this guy to my board. I'm not going to offer him a scholarship yet. But at least scout him. And you will get more hours as the weeks progress. Like, this won't be an all for nothing. You get what I'm saying. All right. 15 targets thus far, but remember, you will be able to go in the following week, as you'll see soon, and add more to the board if you need. Add more hours to the board if you need. One thing that I do highly recommend, I've seen a lot of other people playing this game recommend, is winning these battles early. Especially if you got like a 4-star or a 5-star that's actually interested in you. Throw the house at them early. Throw the house at them early. Okay, I think we're ready to advance the week and get into the season. All right, looking at our recruiting, DeAndre Jordan, the corner from JUCO, has reached his top 8 schools, and we're sitting 3rd. So we're sitting in a good spot there. So as you'll see, this is a bye week, week 0, bye week for everybody. And when you go into recruiting now, you're going to see that you've got 450 more hours to delve into recruiting. And this is where you can add an action. You can search social media, you can DM him, contact his friends and family, or you can send the house at him. We're right up there on the list with this guy. So I say we use up the 50 hours, we send the house. Okay, so we went ahead and did all of our recruiting stuff. Let's go ahead and advance again. Okay, we're starting to move up on some boards here, it looks like. Go back there. We are starting to move up with some of these guys. Looks like this guy locked us out. Alex Davis. But some of these quarterbacks, we moved up the board. Keenan Davis, the 4-star quarterback that I thought, hey, that's our pipeline guy. We've moved up to 3rd. on his board. I say we jump right into it. The FCS Southeast Pandas. There we are, coaching the boys up. Here comes Cole Pennington, the sophomore quarterback. I think let's go read option out of the gate. Didn't gain very much there. We're going no huddle right out of the gate. Let's let Pennington rip one. Get through there, man. Jeez, the read that I was looking at was just doing nothing. Let's go press coverage out of the gate. Oh, we bit hard on that, didn't we? Stiff-armed early. Jeez, they're down to the 40. Is that their quarterback? Is that their quarterback that's hurt right away? Oh, no, it wasn't. I think it was the running back. Just going to throw here. Pick that off. Let's go, our defense. Let's go, our defense is a no-fly zone. Let's go, dude. Our defense is a no-fly zone. We are Marshall. Oh, we're getting chased. Our offensive line is terrible. My goodness, man. And now all of a sudden we're not even in field goal range. We got to find a way to get back into field goal range here. Catch that. That's a first down. What a throw, Pennington. What a throw, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We are Marshall. Oh, boy. That's a bad kick. That new kick meter is something. That new kick meter is something. We got our stadium pulse pumping through the roof. Well, not through the roof yet, but we're getting loud. If we can get a touchdown here, the stadium's going to start to pop off. Oh, we got a big return here. We got a big return here. We may go to the house. We may go to the house. Let's go. FCS Southeast. Let's go. Get hit, my guy. Get to him. Great defense. There we go. There we go. Safety's a little farther over there than maybe he wants to be. My guy can get around. Oh, he did. He got around. Touchdown. Let's go. Nice throw, Pennington. Let's go. Sure you don't go to that curl. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Ah. Oh, he knocked that ball out. Jeez. What a hit, dude. Get in there. Let's go. It doesn't stop. Let's look out underneath here. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? What are you doing? You just ruined a shutout. Gassers at practice. gassers. What are you doing? Did I do that? My bad. Oh, way to hit the hole. Way to hit the hole, man. Let's get this guy a touchdown. Let's get this guy a touchdown. Oh, baby. And with that, we will sim to the end. And with that, we will sim it to the end. We scored another one. 56-14, your final score. My first win as the head coach of the Marshall Thundering Herd. Congratulations to me. All right. Looks like we got some coaching upgrades. Go ahead and use those. Got 20 of them, so we can use a lot here. I say we just keep upgrading that offensive line. We're going to need it. We are going to need it. So we're going to max out the offensive line. And let's help our quarterbacks out a little bit. Seems good to me. Starting to build our way up. Starting to build our way up. And let's go ahead and jump to next week. What do we do in terms of recruits? Okay. We got some guys that are we got some 4-stars that are first in the top 8. A middle linebacker and a halfback that we are first in their top 8. We got a couple guys that we moved up in their top 5 schools. We may land some commitments soon. Oh, Sunbelt Offensive Player of the Week. Tyshawn Chapman, wide receiver, 139 yards. Congrats. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Subscribe for the next video because we take on Virginia Tech in the next episode. Leave a comment on what team you're rebuilding in Dynasty. Everybody love everybody. Peace.